Live with us this morning, though, is Bob Smith, associate broker with Century 21 Signature in Frankenmuth. Good morning to you, Bob.
Good morning.
Good morning. A great thing that the U.S. Secretary of Housing is doing.
Yes, I think any assistance is well received by everybody. We've all been looking for avenues that we can help people a little better, so it's nice that there's one more contact before they start getting into that part of their life.
Now, here in Mid-Michigan, you said that we are seeing more foreclosures coming up.
Recently again, yes. There was a couple times through this year, a little bit in the spring and a little bit early summer where it was down quite a bit. But the banks were holding on to them and now releasing them. So we're seeing that upflow of repos as well.
What would be, I guess, your first advice for somebody who's, struggling to make those payments, thinking about foreclosure? What do they do?
I think as they're starting to struggle, the 60 days in is a good time to either talk to a financial advisor and see if there's any assistance with that, or talk to a realtor broker that can at least point them in some other avenues. I know I talk to a lot of people that don't realize there's options out there for them. So sometimes it's us that's the option, sometimes it's not. It's good to at least start with somebody who has some info.
And on the flip side, we can get into this a little later, but there are foreclosures out there, which means they're for sale.
Yes, great buys for everybody.
Buys
That's
for the buyer.
fine. Yep. Buyers have all the power right now when it comes to that. So
yeah, definitely.
Good deals.
All right, Bob, thanks a lot. We've been talking about foreclosures and how to get help if you're heading there, but let's talk about the other end of it and buyers. It is a buyer's market.
Yes, buyers have to be prepared. Now the banks are more scrutinizing their loans, so they have to be prepared. But if they are prepared in advance, the deals are out there for them. And not just foreclosures, but regular homeowners are actually getting their homes sold now versus a few years ago. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, do you suggest somebody who's looking for a home to maybe look at those foreclosed homes?
Absolutely. If they're working with an agent that has their feelers out there for them, they're being able to look at foreclosed properties as well as regular homes. I call them regular homes, but regular owners. Yeah.
Now, I know there's a lot of things that, when you're shopping for foreclosed homes to look for. Just, make sure that you're paying attention to those things.
Always want to have an inspection done. I always suggest that. A few years ago, and it's not as bad now, but a few years ago, you'd go in a home and there was no plumbing left, there was no furnace, those types of things, and a lot of it was hidden. So now you really want to make sure you're paying for that home inspection.
Yeah, definitely. And again, if you're going through a foreclosure, there is help out there for you. Just the real quick advice for somebody who's heading that way.
Talk to either a real estate attorney or a real estate agent that has some experience with short sales foreclosure process. Yeah. So we can point you in some other options. Maybe there's other options for you.
Maybe, yeah. All right, Bob, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.